Hi guys, it's Natalie. Today I want to share with you a list of books that every aspiring entrepreneur should read, in my opinion. There are so many great ones out there and it can be difficult to see the wood for the trees. In the past 6 years, I've read countless books, listened to many podcasts and watched a whole lot of YouTube videos on entrepreneurship. There are plenty good reads out there, but whether you've been an entrepreneur for years or just starting out, you can't miss out on these. So without further ado, here they come. The first one I want to talk to you about is Linchpin by Seth Godin. This marketing guru has written many great books, but Linchpin is an absolute winner. It forces you to really shift your mindset. Our whole lives we've been taught to tone down our creativity, to color within the lines. This book reinforces you to think outside the box again. Linchpin is all about you, your choices, your future, and your potential to make a huge difference. Whether you're working for a company or as an entrepreneur. Becoming a linchpin means becoming indispensable. The second one on the list is one you've definitely heard of already, The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. This book is not about getting rich while sleeping under a palm tree, although it will guide you in your journey to achieve this kind of lifestyle. If you're willing to put in the work at the beginning, Tim Ferriss will show you how to optimize your life the same way he did, so you can start eliminating all the things you don't like. This book is all about optimization and letting your business work for you. You don't have to be an entrepreneur, you can also implement his tips if you're still working for a boss, although I'll always recommend taking the entrepreneurial path. I wish I had read this book years ago. I only read it some weeks ago and I already want to read it again. Our third pick is The Art of People by Dave Kerpen. This book is all about people skills. It teaches you about personality types like Myers-Briggs, but you'll also learn plenty of how-tos, like how to understand others and their points of view, how to dress to impress, how to read body language and resolve conflicts, how to lead, manage, teach and inspire others. Some people are naturals when it comes to human interactions, but maybe you're more tech savvy and you could use a little help here and there. Or maybe you're a complete Sheldon, in which case you definitely need Emmanuel. Either way, I believe this book has wonderful insights to offer anyone who has to deal with people on a regular basis, which is basically all of us. Number 4 is another book you've most likely heard of, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. For some reason, I have this book in Dutch, although I mostly read in English, but in Dutch it's Hoe je vrienden maakt en mensen beïnvloedt. Fair enough, this title sounds awfully manipulative, but it is a true masterpiece. Dale Carnegie teaches you how to interact with others in a way that nurtures relationships and make the other person feel special. After all, communication is key. If you want to be a great entrepreneur, you need to build great relationships with your clients and team members. Do you know the number one reason why people buy something? It's not because they think the product is amazing. Most people will buy something because they like you. The key to being a great salesperson is being likable. On to number 5, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. This book is a classic. I've read it multiple times already, and although it first came out in the 80s, it's still very much accurate to this day. If you're looking to become the best version of yourself and get in the right mindset to become an entrepreneur, this is it. This book's an easy read, and if you make some or preferably all of these habits your own, you'll already be a few steps ahead. Next up is The $100 Startup by Chris Guillebeau. Something I hear quite often when I ask people what's stopping them from becoming an entrepreneur is the lack of money. Who says you need to have money to start your own business? Anyone can be an entrepreneur. Maybe don't quit your day job right away, but don't let money stand in the way of purchasing your dreams. Chris provides you with ways to become an entrepreneur with $100 or less by showcasing plenty of people who have done it before you. And no, you don't need some fancy degree either. This next book is another classic that I'm sure you've heard about. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This one is all about mindset. Hill believed that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. After 20 years of research on millionaires across the world, he came up with a method that could be reproduced by anyone. He talks about how to deal with failure and the importance of visualizing your goals. He teaches you how to influence your subconscious mind, how to beat procrastination and overcome your fears. The essence for me personally is that you can do anything you set your mind to, because focusing on the positive and implementing this strategy will help you achieve all your goals, whether it's about money or something else. Number 8 on the list is The Lean Startup by Eric Rice. You might already have written a business plan, and in doing so, you might have heard of the Lean Canvas. It's a business model that is used by many entrepreneurs as a strategy to make sure that they're solving the right problems for their customers. It allows you to evaluate your processes rather quickly instead of having to write and revise an elaborate business plan. The Lean Startup is based on the principle build, measure, learn. You build something, you look at the metrics, and you learn from it. And you repeat the process. This book will help you build an innovative and sustainable business. It helps you focusing on what matters instead of getting caught up in vanity metrics. On to the next one. Are you not much of a morning person? Then it's time to become one. It's time to become part of the 5 a.m. club. Robin Sharma claims this is the golden hour for anyone who wants to achieve greatness. If you want to be part of the top 5%, you have to be willing to do what 90% of the people won't. I used to work late nights, but I was often too tired and my mind was occupied by all the impressions of that day. Waking up at 5 a.m. was something I never thought I'd be able to do every single day, but doing so has literally changed my life. By 9 a.m., I've done more than I used to do in an entire day. I'm all by myself, no distractions, the dogs are still sleeping, no one is messaging me. It's the most peaceful time of the day and I can work with a clear mind without being interrupted. Last but not least, The Obstacle is the New Way by Ryan Holiday. Do you sometimes feel like the world is against you and that whatever you're trying is just not working out? Then this is the book for you. Ryan takes historical examples to highlight how obstacles are most likely the result of the way you perceive the things that happen to you. Not only does this book provide you with a fresh look on any challenges you might face, whether on a professional level or in your personal life, it also emphasizes how strong you can become if you master the art of perception. This book is very easy to read and an absolute must-have. So that was it. This was our list of must-reads if you want to be an entrepreneur. One last thing I want to say to you guys. Reading these books is the first step, but the next step is as if not more important. You now need to implement the tips and the strategies that are given to you. You can read business books all you want, follow courses, watch YouTube videos, listen to podcasts, but you'll never become a successful entrepreneur if you don't start doing. If you're anything like I was a few years ago and you're struggling with procrastination, you might find it hard to start, to begin with, or to stay productive during the day with all these distractions around us like Instagram, Facebook, and so on. Make sure you subscribe to our channel because I will be posting more videos on how to boost your productivity and make the absolute best out of your day, on top of many more entrepreneurial tips. Now we would like to know from you guys which books you would add to the list and why. Please share them with us in the comments so we can also learn something new today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please press the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. Bye!